Hello sewing friends, Deb here, Slap Happy Sewing. The last video for the year, I just wanted to report on my few little makes that I've made. I wanted to wish you all a very happy new year because I missed talking to you at Christmas, although I meant to. And just tell you about some of my upcoming plans, which will probably mean that I'll be doing less sewing, but more about that later in the video. So, first thing, this that I have on is the Kersoe top, and I will put it, I'll move it here and I'll put it up here. I think I've made this top now 3 or 4 times. Oh, here it is, by the way. It's from the book Ahead of the Curve by Cashmerette. Now, I am a great fan of Cashmerette patterns, so I would have expected this to work very well. So there's the Kersoe top, and it's very simple like that. And I made the 18 GH, made 20 I think in the body. Now the problem, as you can see, is, well, actually you can see it better now from got on. So I'm sitting down in it. I possibly could do with a little bit more room in the bust, because I think this is the 3rd one I've made that has similar problems. One of the problems is this is all done as a kind of a integrated facing. Now I didn't have enough room to do the one that goes right over the bust, so I had to stop it about there because I thought I'd probably like it better, although it looks quite revealing on camera now. But then when I made it lower, I made it too low, so hence the little placket with the buttons on here, just to make it a little higher and not dip down quite so much. So yeah, I don't know if I'll keep going with this one. You know, a sleeveless top for the summer in New Zealand, very, very good idea. But I think, as I say, this might be the 3rd or 4th one that I've made that haven't really been that successful. Yeah, so that's the Kersoe top. But more successful was this little apron. So what I have here is the Allspice apron. I had been wanting to make some garment like this, and I was hoping to get it to meet across my bottom. That did not transpire with this first muslin because I didn't have enough material. I actually cut this out of about 1 metre of material, and I did have to piece straps together a little bit, but fine. I cut it. It was supposed to be on the fold, and I moved it about 1/2 inch in, so it's about 1 inch wider in the front, and I did a little bit in the back. And yeah, sewed it up like that, put some buttons on the shoulders just as I was going to need to join the straps. That was more so that I could adjust the length of the straps because I'm not sure of the size. So now I've made one. I'm still quite interested in making another one that's more pinafore-like, maybe more of a wrap at the back. So watch this space. But 2 other things to think about is this. I mean, it's good to be wider, but because it crosses, this is a little big here. So I don't know if I will do something about that next time. It's certainly all right for an apron. I'm not going to worry about it for an apron. I also might put some shaping in the bust if I was making it as an actual pinafore. Yeah, and this one is a little shorter than the pattern because I just used the fabric I had, so it was about 1.5 inches shorter. That's fine. I think there's some possibilities in altering this apron so it's more kind of pinafore-like, but maybe this isn't the right pattern to do it. But anyway, I am happy to have this apron. I'm glad. It's a great apron for, you know, painting and stuff. So yeah, all in all, a good project, and actually a piece of sort of canvasy type fabric that didn't really have much other use, so I'm quite glad to use it up. So that's the apron. I also made a muslin for this dress I Love the 90s. Now I made it out of some very, very thin jersey fabric, and I didn't realise, it doesn't actually say on the pattern pieces up in the bodice to cut 2, and I cut 1, and then I thought, it didn't occur to me that it probably wasn't going to be enough. And because the fabric's thin, it really should have had a cut too. So, but anyway, the muslin came out well, but I cannot show it to you because my sister-in-law's had knee surgery. It's hot weather and she's been sitting around dying, looking for dresses. So I lent her it because I thought it would be a nice, cool thing to wear. So I might show it you in my next video, hopefully wearing it myself. As a muslin, it was good. I made the bodice a bit longer. I think it's possibly better as a winter dress, as shown in the picture. Anyway, so I want to tell you a bit about next year before I'm just going to go off for a bit of a cycle on my bike. It's quite hot weather and I thought I should do this before I get all hot and sweaty. I'll film it while I still look decent. I'll probably come back from that bike ride with my hair plastered to my head and red in the face and so forth. So what's happening in my world is, well, we are sort of now getting ready to go and have a look at our property that we've been having built in the South Island. And yeah, it's been finished quicker than we thought. So we're going down to have a look at it now and make some decisions. I think we will end up moving. I think both Roy and I are quite daunted about the whole thing, but I'm sure once we get there it will become easier. In terms of my channel, thinking about my channel, well, I've been intermittent this year, but you know, in a way I think that's okay. I mean, it doesn't do you any favors with the YouTube algorithm if you don't post. Look, it's doing it again. It's sort of doing this bobbly thing. Yeah, I don't think it does you any favours when you post intermittently as far as the YouTube algorithm goes. But I'm just a hobby channel, so I haven't really bothered too much about it. However, I do think that I might pivot my channel a little bit so it's not just about sewing in the future. Mainly because sewing is just one of my hobbies, and I'm also sort of, actually, my last day of employment is the 29th. I've just got it here. Last day of employment is 29th. So 2 days time, I am sort of officially not employed anymore. Now, whether that really means that I will be retired, I don't know. Yeah, but I'm basically sort of on a new phase of my life, and I want to, if I was going to do more YouTubing, I think I'd want to do something a little bit more general. So I really, really appreciate the support that you've given me. The lovely comments that you leave for me have really kept me going, because I've often thought, I don't know why I'm doing this really, because, you know, there's practically zero any reward for it in any other way. And in many ways, I would prefer to have a more two-way type of chatting situation with you. But believe me, when you do a channel, there's you learn a bit. Some of the things you learn are quite personal things about sort of being able to seeing yourself on camera and taking photos of yourself and all. It does kind of get you over some of your maybe not being that comfortable with looking at yourself in photos and all that. I must admit I have got over, not completely, but I'm a lot better than I used to be. So, yeah, I haven't truly thought this through yet. I've got some ideas, but it would be much more around my kind of retirement living in New Zealand and possibly doing some travelling as well. So, yeah, let me know what you think about that, because I really value your opinion. And, yeah, as I say, your support and encouragement has been absolutely crucial to me. So, yeah. And since we have New Year's coming up, I am going to say a very happy New Year to you all. I hope you're all enjoying life, be you in the Northern Hemisphere cold or the Southern Hemisphere warmth. May you all have the wonderful year your heart dreams of, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye.